Welcome back to Hollow Studios, guys, and this is episode 2 of Through the Years. And if you haven't watched episode 1 yet, which is already uploaded on YouTube yesterday, so you may check it out. I will provide the link in the description. And this is episode 2, and in this video, we are going to see, I'm going to tell you my top 15 favorite scenes from the whole Cars franchise. Top 15, Guido's pit stop. At number 15, I would like to keep Guido's pit stop scene, as it was a very amazing scene and showed us the real talent of Guido. Even the townies were excited themselves and were amazed because it was the quickest pit stop recorded ever. It was just 28 seconds in total. That is amazing, right? So I was surely excited and amazed while watching the scene on TV as a kid, and it's still now one of my favorite scenes overall. Top 14, Sally and McQueen's drive. This scene is always a nostalgic scene because it's one of the best scenes that shows the relationship of McQueen and Sally deeply as they drive through the Wheelwell model through the Great Canyon. So it's one of the greatest scenes, and Randy Newman's BGM adds more beauty to the scene. It develops our nostalgic feeling. Whenever we hear that BGM going around the scene, we feel that nostalgic feeling. I cannot express the feeling I have when I see the scenes actually. So it's one of the greatest scenes for sure. Top 13, McQueen helping the king. This scene is one of the best scenes also. When King was pushed aside of the track by chickens in the tiebreaker race in Los Angeles Speedway, and when McQueen sees it on the race TV, it resembles of dog's crash for him. So he gives up his piston cup and helps the King to finish his last race. This scene showed how much McQueen's attitude is changed and how he understands the life of life, the meaning of life. I mean, so and this also shows how the bond between him and his new friends, I mean the Radiator Springs townies, has grown. Mater riding the helicopter. Though this scene was only a brief little scene, this shows how Mater got excited after getting a helicopter ride, which he was dreaming about all his life. And it also shows how McQueen gave up his dream, that is, to become a Dynaco racer, when he was offered by the Dynaco owner Tex himself. He rejected it and he instead fulfilled his friend's dream. So that is true friendship, right? That's amazing. So for sure this is one of the best scenes in Cars. Dogs crash in Cars 3 at top 11. This was a devastating scene for sure. In Cars 3, after McQueen's crash, we see McQueen seeing the clip of Dog's crash in 1954, and it's still one of my best favorite scenes from Cars overall because it showed more detail of Dog's crash, while in Cars 1 we just saw a glimpse of it in a newspaper cutting. We just saw a glimpse of it when Dog showed the newspaper cutting. Top 10, Life's a Highway and Real Gone. I can't decide this one for sure, which is best. So both Real Gone and Life's a Highway are one of the best songs. While Life is a Highway being the travel montage when Mac and McQueen are traveling to California, and Real Gone being the film introduction scene. Both are amazing scenes with two amazing songs overall. So I will keep both on the list as my top 10. Top 9. History of Radiator Springs. For sure, this scene which showed the history of Radiator Springs is on my list. This showed how the heyday of Route 66 and the town Radiator Springs in Route 66 was. And then the town, our town beat song by James Taylor added more depth to the scene. It added more meaning to the scene, the song Our Town by James Taylor. Top 8 Lightnings and Dogs Racing Challenge. I really like how they made this scene where Dog challenges Lightning for a race around Village Butte with all the funny elements. This scene is one of the best in overall franchise because Lightning is too overconfident about his racing skills while Dog tells him indirectly that he is still a cocky guy and immature rookie. So this is one of the best scenes. Top 7 Dogs Racing Advice. This scene features one of the best racing advice known as turn right to go left, which revolves all around the Cars franchise. As you know, in Cars 2 it appeared, in Cars 3 it appeared, so it's great. In this scene, Doc Hudson tells McQueen that dirt track and asphalt are completely two different racing zones, and we cannot implement the tricks we use on the asphalt for dirt track racing. But despite the advice the dog gives, McQueen ignores it because he didn't know Doc was the fabulous Hudson Hornet in that time, and eventually gets hurt in the cactus again after he got hurt in the scene where Doc challenges McQueen. So that's funny. 2 times he gets hurt around the cactus. Who is Doc and why Doc left racing? These 2 scenes where Lightning learns about Doc. First, earlier in the movie, Lightning enters the garage of Doc and sees all his trophies and achievements and gets amazed, and he realizes that Doc Hudson is the fabulous Hudson Hornet. And later, after he sees Doc's driving, he asks Doc why he left racing, and Doc tells that after his crash in 1954, his sponsors rejected him and replaced him, and after that he tells that Doc never wanted to race again and never wanted to go back to the racing life. Again, I cannot decide which is the best scene, when McQueen discovers about Doc earlier in the film or when Doc tells about his past. Both are one of the best Doc Hudson scenes, 2 of the best Doc Hudson scenes. Top 5 Tractor Tipping and Shaboom. Again, I cannot decide which should be in top 5, either tractor tipping or Shaboom, so I kept both of them. While tractor tipping is one of the funniest scenes in Cars, and it's when Lightning and Mater go tractor tipping and are chased by Frank for disturbing him and his tractors at late night, but they eventually escape. That's a very funny scene. It shows how Mater is a lethargic and a funny guy overall. He takes everything, take it easy like that. So that shows the friendship of Mater and McQueen. So that is one of the best scenes. And Shaboom is a scene when lightning repels the whole town and all the townies start to respect and love him. Also, McQueen learns his life lessons. And the music track Shaboom, which is a melody, classic western track, it adds more depth and meaning to the scene. Whenever you hear the songs from the scenes, you and watch the scenes, you will surely get the nostalgic feel, and you will get to you will feel like you are in the Cars universe, you are in the Radiator Springs. So that's an amazing feeling you get when you see the whole film. So I cannot express in words, but still I hope you understand my feeling. So this is also one of the best scenes. Top 4. Tuner's introduction and the crash, the big crash in Cars 1. So again, I cannot decide which one should be the best for this video. So I decided to have both on my list. First of all, the big crash, the big crash, the huge crash, whatever you call it, was caused by Checkix when he pushed Bradford, Rutherford, the Cars 1 RPM racer, and the whole mess is caused at the beginning of the Cars 1. So that crash shows how much Chick how much Chick wanted to win the race, and he will do anything to win that race. And though it was a devastating scene to see, that gave many memories to us, like the iconic scene where leakless racer Claude Scruggs gets over Todd Marcus, the Nostal racer. They go head to head. So that is one of the best scenes you will see in Cars 1. And Tuner's introduction. So this is also for sure one of the best scenes you will get to see in Cars. I really love the tuners, I really love the characters. You may see I have all the tuners here. And when they are introduced into the Cars universe, that scene is amazing. It's a night setting where tuners are kings of roads, they are ruling through roads, they are creating chaos in the roads. So, and they are the main reason for why McQueen gets lost in the first place, because they decide to have fun with Mac, who was already asleep, about to sleep, and eventually sleeps after DJ plays a melody music, and Mac sleeps, and McQueen is dropped out of a trailer, and the story of Cars goes on, right? So this is one of the best scenes, and the tuners are one of the best characters we would see in the whole franchise. Top 3. Smokey tells truth about Doc. This is one of the heart-melting scenes in Cars 3. This is when Lightning learns that Doc loved training him so much than his racing days. Smokey shows all the letters to McQueen that Doc sent from day one he met Lightning McQueen. So this is one of the heart-melting scenes when you get to know Dog loved Lightning McQueen so much, and the famous cat's dialogue that Smokey tells, you know, he had loved racing, but what he loved more is you. So maybe like I would have missed some words there, but you get the idea, right? So let's move on. Top 2, Doc Hudson's flashback. Wow, this is really an amazing scene where Smokey narrates a race where Doc flips over Leroy Hemming when he tries to push Doc over, which was used by Cruz later in the film's climax, where Jackson did the same thing as Leroy Hemming. So this is one of the greatest scenes you will see in the movie, and it's one of the greatest screen presence for Doc. Even though Paul Newman died and Doc Hudson was also made dead in the Cars universe, you would see the flashback scene where Doc races, I mean. Top 1. At last, coming to the top 1 favorite scene of mine. Always the scene where Doc shows his real driving skill to McQueen in Cars 1, where like he shows his dirt track skills by putting on his racing wheels, will be my top favorite always, because it's really a nostalgic scene, as I am a great Doc Hudson fan. As you see, I have many Doc Hudsons and artworks of him, and in this video also, like most of the favorite scenes were of Doc, so I really love Doc. So top 1 favorite scene will always be this scene where Doc shows his real driving. So yeah, so that's it guys, that's it for my favorite scenes. Hope you all enjoyed the episode too, and tell your favorite scenes from Cars movies in the comments. We will meet tomorrow for episode 3. So bye guys.